Most people look at Saturn and see beauty. Rings of ice, golden planet, a jewel hanging in the dark. But here is what they do not tell you in school. Those rings, they are the shattered remains of a moon. Saturn destroyed. That peaceful surface, underneath it, winds moving at 1,800 kilometers per hour. And at its north pole, a storm the size of Earth has been spinning for centuries. Nobody knows why it is shaped like a perfect hexagon. Saturn is not beautiful. Saturn is a predator. For 400 years, humans have pointed telescopes at Saturn and called it the most beautiful planet in the solar system. And it is easy to see why. Those rings, that golden color, that perfect, almost delicate appearance hanging against the absolute black of space. Galileo saw it in 1610 and thought Saturn had ears. He was wrong. What he was actually looking at was a graveyard. The rings of Saturn are not decorations. They are the shattered, pulverized remains of at least one moon, possibly more, that came too close and were torn apart by Saturn's gravity, piece by piece, until nothing remained but ice and rock, floating in a ring around a planet that destroyed them. Saturn did not own those rings. It created them through destruction. The rings stretch 282,000 kilometers from end to end. That is 3/4 of the distance from Earth to the Moon. And yet, they are on average only 10 meters thick. 10 meters. If you scaled Saturn down to the size of a basketball, its rings would be thinner than a single sheet of paper. They look solid from a distance. They are not. Each ring is made of billions of individual pieces, chunks of ice and rock, ranging from the size of a grain of sand to the size of a house. All of them orbiting Saturn at 70,000 kilometers per hour. And here is something that should concern you. The rings are disappearing. Saturn's gravity is slowly pulling the ring material inward. Scientists call it ring rain. Hundreds of kilograms of ice fall into Saturn every single second. In astronomical terms, the rings are young. They appeared somewhere between 10 and 100 million years ago. And in another 100 million years, they will be gone. We are alive at the exact moment in Saturn's history when the rings exist. That is either very lucky, or it means something. Now let us talk about the thing that genuinely unsettles scientists. At Saturn's North Pole, there is a storm. Not unusual. Gas giants have storms. But this one is different. This storm is shaped like a perfect hexagon. Each side of the hexagon is approximately 14,500 kilometers long. That is wider than the entire planet Earth. It has been spinning for at least 40 years, possibly much longer. We only discovered it because Voyager flew past in 1981. The winds inside it move at 320 kilometers per hour, maintaining that geometric shape with a precision that should be mathematically impossible for a natural storm system. No other planet in the solar system has anything like it. Scientists have theories: fluid dynamics, standing wave patterns, atmospheric resonance. But the honest answer is that nobody fully understands why Saturn has a perfect geometric storm at its pole. And it has been there long before any human was alive to question it. Saturn has 146 confirmed moons. 146. More than any other planet in the solar system. But two of them deserve your full attention. The first is Titan. Titan is larger than the planet Mercury. It has a thick nitrogen atmosphere. It has weather. It has rivers and lakes and rain. The rain is liquid methane. The rivers carve valleys through plains of frozen hydrocarbons. The lakes are filled with natural gas. It is the most Earth-like world we have ever found, and it would kill you in seconds. The second moon is Enceladus. Enceladus is small, only 500 kilometers across, covered entirely in white ice. But beneath that ice, there is a liquid water ocean, kept warm by tidal forces from Saturn's gravity and from cracks at its south pole. Enceladus is erupting, geysers of water and organic molecules, shooting hundreds of kilometers into space. In 2017, NASA confirmed that Enceladus has hydrothermal vents on its ocean floor, the same conditions that produced the first life on Earth. Right now, beneath the ice of a moon orbiting Saturn, something could be alive. We have not looked closely enough yet to know. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun. It is 1.4 billion kilometers away from where you are sitting right now. And yet, it has shaped more of our understanding of the universe than almost anything else we have ever studied. It showed us that planets can be ringed, that moons can have oceans, that geometry can appear in nature at a scale that defies easy explanation. It showed us that the most beautiful things in the universe are often the most violent. Those rings were once a moon, or several moons, objects that had their own gravity, their own history, possibly their own story. Saturn ended that story and wore the remains as jewelry. That is not beauty. That is power. Saturn is not the jewel of the solar system. It is the reminder that in space, nothing is safe, nothing is permanent, and nothing is ever quite what it appears to be.